Good day, happy Sunday, happy evening, whatever
Yes.
day it is when you see this video. I'm super excited to have you. My name is Alisha, and you are tuned in to the lounge. Today we have Jamie all the way from Ohio. Everybody say
Yes.
hi to Jamie. Hey,
Hey,
Jamie, how are you
guys.
today?
I am well, very blessed. Thanks for inviting me to your platform. Very
Oh, man.
grateful, sister.
Man, thank you for attending. I am so honored, thankful, happy,
Hmm.
whatever verb, adverb, all of that. I am all of that. I'm just super excited
Yeah.
to have you. Today
Likewise.
we're gonna thank you. We're just gonna dive in and get to know you a little bit more. And again,
Okay.
thank you all for tuning in. I'm super excited. This is the lounge, and I am
Yes.
Alicia Renee. Again, we are here to dive into some topics about or surrounding around special needs. And again, we have Jamie here all the way from Ohio. And her topic today
Yes.
is everything we need to know before our child enters into the
Yeah.
school system or the school age. I know many of you, like if you're like myself, I homeschool my son, but there are a
Mhm.
lot of things that I wish I would have known before he got to school age. And that's what we're here to talk about today with Jamie. But before we dive into all the questions and get to know a little bit more about Jamie, let's welcome her in. And Jamie, could you tell us a little bit about you? Where are you from? How many kids you have? And a little bit about yourself.
Hi. Yes. So my name is Jamie Harris. And again, thank you for inviting me to this conversation. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm from Ohio and I'm a mother of five. And it's been such a journey. And I'm definitely going into the next phase. Again, Amaya, she's now 18.
Oh,
She is
wow.
18 years old as of February. Yeah. So it's been a long journey and I've learned so much about myself, honestly. And I think that's what it was all about. Amaya's awesome. You know, is that something else I've noticed? The autistic child, I truly believe that experience is a gift from God, and you learn more about your you learn more about yourself. You learn the value of patience and effective communication and what works for you and for that child. Because at the end of the day, I want Amaya to have the best experience so she can walk in purpose despite having autism, what I call just a different ability, not a disability, just a different ability.
Oh, I like that. I like that. A different ability.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can label the wrong things, and we'll
Mhm.
go with that flow, but a different ability. You
Yeah.
just talked on something, and I'm skipping all of the questions because I
It's
want you to
okay,
talk a little
sister.
bit more about the value that you learn as a parent.
Yeah.
Um, some of the things that has helped you get through your parenting. What were those values? Was it self-care? Was it quiet time? What are some of those values you learned as a parent?
My daughter's here, bless her heart.
It's
Uh,
okay. It's
mommy
okay.
duties always
Listen,
call.
we can act like we are gonna stop the cameras from rolling on real life, but I'm waiting till my son busts out the
You
door.
actually, I can hear you, but you're a little bit low.
Oh yeah? Okay, I
Yeah.
said I'm just waiting. I was starting to whisper. I said I'm just waiting for my son to bust out the room. So we
You
can
got to
push
be
pause.
ready. You got to be
Gotta
ready.
be ready. You can push pause on certain things in life, but you really can't push pause in life. So it's okay that she's here. Tell the kids and your loved ones that we said hello. But the
Mhm.
value that you hold as a parent, how does that work for you or look like for you?
Well, what does that look like? Yeah, so I've definitely learned, again, a lot about myself in this experience. Again, because Amaya was our firstborn, and she was actually in the NIC unit for 6 months. My
Oh
first
wow.
child, my first go around.
Oh
So
wow.
at the time, you can get into your head and, why me? How, where did I mess up? But honestly, the what I've learned from this is it's a certain level of patience. And God put me in a position of prayer off jump. And I'm so grateful for that because that's really shaped the woman that I am today. I,
Mhm.
like most women and moms, we've had our ups, our downs, and different adversities. But it's really through when you're in those trenches, you get to realize who you're made of, you know? So I
Mhm.
definitely would contribute Amaya to a lot of my preparation for the woman that I am today. And it's such an honor and a blessing to be her mom because I had to learn at a very early age, how do you collect these resources, not just to sit around and either Google everything, which can wear you to death, or listen to everybody. But at the end of the day, I'm her mother. You know what I mean? I'm with her 24/7. So it would behoove me to really understand her. So it really sparked something in me to journal, to learn, and to research, and to slow down so I could
Mhm.
effectively raise her in the way that she needed to be raised. So, yeah, I'm just truly
Mhm.
grateful for that.
Well, first of all, I commend you for not stopping with one, having one child that's special
Yeah,
needs and saying, fear can set in your heart,
yeah,
or in your mind, in your life and say, nope, I don't want to go through this again. So I do
yeah.
commend you for continuing to give life. But you just
Amen.
spoke something about you're the mom, like God gave you that gift
Right.
and he didn't mess that up. That was on purpose, right?
Yeah,
Um, Googling different things, because if you look on Google, not that Google is a bad thing. However,
yeah,
so much information can mislead us. So that's leading me to another question. I just want to know, if I'm gonna call it my do's and your don'ts. If there was a few things that you can say that you would have done that you didn't know, what would that be?
yeah. And like I said, I don't think Google was much an issue then because I said it was 18 years ago. I think for
Mhm.
me, like as a young mom, I wanted to ask everyone else's opinion. And
Mhm.
again, that is fine in a sense, but at the end of the day, like I said, you have to kind of trust yourself and to
Mhm.
trust the process and really listen to the child. They'll let you know. I just remember as a baby, just different things she would do was just a little bit different. So I would definitely just contribute a lot of my learning to just paying attention, being watchful of the signs, and to not steer off and just maybe think, oh, this is something else when it could be something else. And just to focus on her. What is she saying? Because the first couple years she was nonverbal. She did a
Wow.
lot of, at the time, I didn't know it was stimming, but she would grunt or she would tighten up or flap her hands. But that was just her
Mhm.
way of letting me know, Mommy, I'm overwhelmed, or Mommy, I need
Mhm.
a hug. So it was an opportunity for me to get in tune with my child at a very early age and understand what she needed. So yeah, I had to
Man, that's
learn very quick on the job training.
oh wow. That's a lot. You have an
Yeah,
18-year-old. I have to ask. I know if she looks like you, she's a beautiful young lady, right? Is she dating
she
or has
is.
she brought to you dating? Wow.
I'm
So how
glad
did
you brought that up.
that how
I'm
does
glad you
that work?
brought that up. A lot of times, and now, like I said, I do look at different YouTube channels, and I noticed something. A lot of times, you see, like from the younger experience, especially five down, the Q and
Mhm.
A's about autism, but you don't really see much about when they're 18 and when they're adults. And it's ever changing. Even when you're not autistic or have other abilities, life is always evolving. So
Mhm.
yeah, she's not interested in dating. She's very actually career minded. She's an artist and writer. So she's made it very clear to us, and we have meetings and about
Okay.
what her aspirations are and just
Mhm.
her career goals. So, Lord willing, she'll be attending university in fall and doing an internship for PBS Kids. So, yeah, I
Oh
definitely
wow.
think she'll be adding to the conversation in a very unique and powerful way. So, I'm happy for what the Lord has in store for her.
Oh wow. Man, that's exciting. So she's an artist. Like, does she speak or drawing? Does she dance? What type of art is she into
Yeah,
most?
all of it. God is so good. And that's something else that I learned from her. the fear aspect, that we experience, she doesn't have
Yeah.
that. She's the most loving and encouraging person and honest through a fault.
Yeah.
She's been in liturgical dancing at church, and
Okay.
she is a prayer warrior. She's the
That's
first
good.
one to get on stage and offer prayer, and I love that boldness about her.
Mhm.
Yeah, she loves to write. She actually has a screenplay that she's writing now, and yeah, she's an artist. So God is definitely using her in a mighty way. She's looking this summer. She would actually like to give back because she volunteers at a local food pantry, but she would like to also volunteer at the hospital where she was born in the NIC unit. And she wants to start a puppet show and share that with the babies in the NIC unit because she believed that would be of value to them to not feel alone.
Oh, love it.
So yeah,
I
I love it.
No limits. I just see
None.
as you're
No fear.
speaking, as you're speaking, I just feel no limits. That's just the
Mm-mm,
words that's coming. No limits. The sky is the limit, but she has none.
absolutely.
Like none. Like she can do it all. And I'm gonna tell you guys now. So this is you guys. This is the first time I'm putting it out there. But soon, within the next 2 months, you guys will be able to purchase T-shirts. And the name of our line for A Touch of Love is going to be "Genius and Autistic Lies in the Same Body." And
Awesome.
she is the prime example that there's no limit. We can teach our children across the board to do anything, but when they have a different need, you got to put in that work. It's the work that's
Right.
being put in so that they can succeed. And I think a lot of times people, I know for me early on, it wasn't a giving up, but it was more so a question is how I can do it. And so how do we overcome some of these struggles that we have? And it's
Mhm.
simple. Let them be them and
Yep.
do it. I do want to know,
Amen.
you have 5 children.
I
What
do.
is it like for your kids? If you could just speak on them and their relationship a little bit on how do they treat her? Are they
Oh, the
normal?
relationship and how do they interact? So yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely changing up the dynamic. I think in the younger years, especially the second child after her, she's 14, they felt the
Okay.
need to kind of not necessarily baby her, but kind of always be holding her hand. And we're just letting them know, like, hey, Amaya, she's capable. You guys can speak
Mm-hmm.
to her in love and respect, and you can still help her. But at the end of the day, Amaya, she's the oldest. So she guarantees a level of respect, period. Like that's something we do not shy from because they're fully aware that she's different. But again, she's just so wise. It may take her time to get it out or to be able to articulate it, but again, give her time, and that allows them to work on their patience and trust the process because she is wise above her ears. So yeah, we're definitely working on that dynamic, and we got her a cell phone and a key, so yeah, I'm excited for her. She's growing up in those incremental steps where she feels comfortable and they're able to witness it and experience it right along with her.
Man, I just get excited. I can sit on here and
Uh,
just ask you all the questions and just talk to you, but I want to go back a little bit to you in those early stages when you outside of you noticing some things, but
yeah.
when you got that diagnosis, when that diagnosis came, take me back to those first couple of hours that you felt. What did that feel like?
Honestly, I have to give all honor to God, to be honest with you. Again, because she was so premature. I think they call it a micro preemie at the time. She was born at 25 weeks and she was about the size of a baby doll, to be honest with you. So
Wow.
I really didn't get time to process it the way I would have liked to. If anything, I actually experienced, I didn't know at the time, postpartum or the blues. And so it was overwhelming. But at the same token, I felt an overwhelming sense of Jamie, this is not going away. You are the mom. I was 20 years old, but I had to be her advocate. Um, So I'm training to become a doula, a postpartum doula. And again, I think the Lord has been training me up these last 18 years so I can be effective. Because, like I said, I've experienced so much. I really have. We've been homeless, we've been carless, but I'm a resource. I believe in there's resources out there. If you're willing to get them and to read and to be diligent, like that was my goal. And that honestly is
Mhm.
what kept me through those years. Because it was hard. I won't lie to you. It was a lot of hard days and a lot of prayer. But yeah, at the end of the day, it definitely was preparation so I can be of assistance to future generations and mothers, because there's just not a lot of advocacy for that. Everyone just expects, this perfect situation. The baby's born, you go home. But so many things, as you know, can happen during that delivery and coming home process. So I
Right,
definitely
right.
seek to get those resources out and just advocate for the moms and the babies for sure.
Man, Jamie, I have to tell the people. I met Jamie on Facebook. I don't even know how we came in contact, but
Yeah.
I feel in the short period of time that she has been a lifelong friend. It's just the connection, the
Yeah.
story, the mentorship, and the words of wisdom that she pours over me. I absolutely love it. I am super excited to grow with you. I'm super excited for you to come to Dallas, to meet you, to hang out with our kids. But
Yeah.
18 years isn't there's a lot that you have in stored in you for 18 years
Yeah.
of not just parenting, but you're
Right.
parenting two times over with the special needs and four other children. So you have a lot to
Right.
offer. And I do thank you for your
Amen.
time. I do
Amen.
thank you for your time pouring into us. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna bring you back again
Thank
in about
you.
in about 6 months or after the summer. I'm gonna do a panel. I'm bringing you back. I'm definitely bringing you back on the
Amen.
show because you have a lot to give, a lot to share, not just in your parenting, but you. Period. You all together. So I do again appreciate you for sharing that. This is a famous quote from Alicia Renee. You have many gifts, and the greatest gift is you. And I just really want you to rest on that, believe in that, trust that, and know that all the gifts that God is giving you, they're going to start growing. All the nights that you pray for your children, all the nights
Amen.
that you stood up researching, reading books, asking questions, it's going to be like a little vine, and you're going to start seeing it
Oh,
grow.
yeah.
You're going to start seeing it grow
Yep.
because of the work that you've done. So again, I cannot thank you enough to do so. Guys, we are almost to the end. Before we end, I just want to share with you, it's time for us to get some self-care and self-love. I know baby doll up your faces for all of my ladies that are here in the Dallas Metroplex. I just want to share with you, More Beauty, enhance your you. Listen, enhancing your you got to call her. Her name is Ariane Morris. You give
Mm.
her a call, tell her you got her information from the lounge so you can get your first 20% off. To book with her, give her a call at 214
Mm.
613 7063. That's More Beauty, enhance your
Yeah.
you. And I
Thank
just love it. Call her again. Her number is 214-613-7063. And make sure you tell her you got her information from the lounge to get your first 20% off when you book. Go ahead and take care of yourself this year.
you.
Guys,
Amen.
we have come to the end of our show for today. This is not the last time you're going to see us. But again, I want you to remember that you have many gifts, and the greatest gift is you. Enjoy your week, enjoy your day, and remember to smile. See you later.
Bye.